Sparks. Oh, no, contact. The 38 gets into Darnell. Leffler loses it. Here comes everybody else. Look out.
It's not over.
Oh, it's not over.
There's Kenseth involved.
Logano gets involved for the second week in a row, but this damage is much worse than last week's, where he nudged those trucks.
Guys, there's side-by-side battles all over the road.
Big problems here as the 33 of Jones spins around and collects a couple, including the 9 truck of William Byron. And the K&N Pro Series East champ is already into the wall here tonight.
I think maybe William in the 9 and Brandon Jones in the 33 got together a little bit. Look at all the damage to that 33 truck. One of the guys you thought maybe get to victory lane tonight.
The 98. Oh, he goes around.
Man,
did you see the sparks as he hits the wall?
Yeah, looks like he got on that apron.
You come on down pit road.
I'm wondering if something broke. Did you see the sparks?
No, it looked like he may have gotten against that. Got on that apron right there.
Yeah.
Just right. And he doesn't actually catch the apron. Looks like he's just in that zone where you get so loose underneath the car. Paul didn't give him a lot of room, but hey, it's racing.
Trouble runs straight away. Wimmer and Mayfield get together. Hard contact. Everyone else will get through. The caution waves again.
Anybody get a lap back there, Larry?
Well, I think Jamie McMurray in the 42 car may get the part.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Oh, I didn't even know what happened, but I could see that coming.
You could see it coming.
I felt that one coming.
And, of course, what we have to remember, Dale Earnhardt Jr. also has 4 fresh tires as well.
It sounded to me like he was just saying, "You're in my way, young man."
Let's see if we can see what happens. Well, he and Scott Pruitt go up the wall, go up the banking together. Wally Dallenbach in the car number 75 also spins into Pruitt. And look at that car come down across the racetrack with Bernie.
Back in yellow car missed the top of the S's.
Oh, around goes. Big accident. The 14 involved. Looks like Kyle Busch might have been at the front end of that. Look at what happens.
Wow, you see the 90.
Big contact from the 90.
Yeah, you have to believe there was contact from behind or something happened. The angle at which he was heading to the wall. Severe change of directions quickly.
Drivers trying to get through after all of that took place, but the 90 got into the wall, bounced back out onto the racetrack.
Oh, and the 18 had it completely stopped.
For a little bit, get into turn 3, it's going to be a problem.
And around goes the 25 of Chase Elliott, also with him the 35. So as we just saw Cole Witz involved in a little bit of a scuffle.
It's so high when somebody has to lift off the throttle. You're going so fast in that part of the racetrack. These guys just couldn't get slowed up.
25 of Chase Elliott got caught up in it.
Whoa, and the 18 of Drew Herring. He had 2 lucky dogs tonight. He's not so lucky right now as he is our first caution.
That was ridiculous.
Accident.
You okay, bud?
Yeah, it's hard to tell from that one. It's in progress. That's a hard lick, though.
On our leader. Oh, we got another car in the wall. Allmendinger backed it in. Clickless Camaro. And you guys talked about how slick this racetrack was going to be to start.
There he is.
He's locking up the left rear.
Brakes locks up.
Oh, he's got flat tires.
Oh, yeah.
Flat left rear. Seen that.
The skies for the 42 car. Problems for Brendan Gaughan in the 62.
He just got you.
One of the 4 drivers eligible for the Dash for Cash. Pretty good damage on the right front, it looks like, for Gaughan out of Las Vegas, Nevada. This place is not forgiving, is it?
Well, I think this same car will probably, tell the tale here. And you hear Darrell lift out of the gas right there. And what happens, you're committed.
No trouble. Vickers around.
Yeah, this one's got damage now.
Bowman, Pastrana, Pappas.
Hard lick.
And more.
What triggers all of this? Like Alex Bowman gets loose in that bump that's down in 1 and 2, gets up into Brian Vickers. Pastrana nowhere to go. He's trying just to turn it down out of the way, but here comes trouble. Wow.
And a spin, turn 1, up and into the wall, hard.
Wow.
It's Danica Patrick.
Well, you can hear a tire down here.
I was going to say, was that another tire?
It sounds like it.
She was in 19th.
She was running 19th.
Underneath Casey Kane. Looks like Casey
Whoa,
went to go
Casey just
tuck in behind her and just misjudged it. Got into her right rear, turned her into the wall. Hard impact.
Man, right down the straightaway here. Woo.
Whoa, trouble.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out.
In the wall goes Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Greg Biffle.
Get low. All right, 33.
Fifth caution flag of the night.
Saw
And
another car. Yeah,
heavy damage to Dave Blaney.
Piece of this race.
Now a T-bone crash following that, involving Travis Kvapil in the number 93 Toyota and Dave Blaney.
Finishes of 3rd and 6th in his last 2 races here. Oh, trouble! Jeff Purvis spins. John Andretti's into it. Terry Labonte, Rusty Wallace, Harvick, Schrader.
Buckshot Jones, a 44 car, and Jeff Gordon drives by on the outside.
Flew up the racetrack. We're wrecked up pretty good.
Gordon was running by himself, well back from the pack, probably just for that reason. Championship leader didn't want to take a chance on bending up his car in final practice. He was not in the big pack of cars. Let's take a look.
Well, the 22 is actually up on the apron and hit the 51 car.
And from there it was on.
Yeah, well, once you're in a situation like this, you're just trying to look for a hole.
And Kurt was just trying to get stopped behind it.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything to do with it.
Larson hard into the wall. It looks like the front right and the rear of that car. Did you see everything happen there, Junior?
Got to carry that throttle, and the car's just too loose. You can see corrects it, gets into the wall with the right rear. Popping tires, hitting the inside fence. The scary part was here, sliding back up into
Trouble. Off turn 2, Bobby Labonte.
Hard.
I think his helmet was still hooked in. The wire to his radio was still hooked to his helmet.
Wow, it just broke loose.
That was...
Wow, see the rear come off the ground?
Oh, that's a lot of smoke for just breaking loose.
That's what smoke.
He's on the gas.
On the gas, trying to get the thing to spin around and miss the wall.
The Wood brothers took one of their own, a Virginian, to drive for them, Elliott Sadler. Elliott's with me now, and I'm sure you've heard the story since yesterday of one of the most dramatic incidents of the 2000 season to date. In turn 1, yesterday afternoon, half hour left in the final practice. You're riding with Elliott Sadler. There's the tire blowing. There's the first time over, second, third. How many times did you go over, Elliott?
I think we ended up 12 times before it was all said and done. It's definitely the scariest time of my life, but I tell you what, the Wood brothers built me a great race car as far as being safe.